Hi, I'm Aishwarya from Microsoft Research, and with my colleague Gesu, I will be presenting our work on exploring teachers' perception around digital games for children in schools for the blind in India. This research was conducted in collaboration with Vision Empower, an Indian non-profit organization promoting STEM education for children who are blind and visually impaired. To share a little bit of the context of the study, a majority of the blind children in India attend schools for the blind, which are mostly low-resourced environments with overburdened teachers and outdated curricula. Compared to their sighted peers, blind children are introduced to computers late and are taught only basic digital skills. Speaking of the curriculum, ACM India has designed a curriculum for teaching computational thinking, but the content is inaccessible for people who are blind and visually impaired. In this work, we explore the opportunity for introducing digital skills to blind children in early grades using digital games. Since teachers will play a crucial role in integrating digital games into the school curriculum, we wanted to interact with them and understand their perception around digital games and what challenges and issues they perceive in including these games in the curriculum. As part of this work, we visited 7 schools for the blind to understand their infrastructure and curriculum. All schools were located in the state of Karnataka. We also conducted surveys with computer teachers to understand their background, workload, and skill set. During our survey visits, we found that a majority of the teachers themselves have studied in schools for the blind and had minimal to no exposure to digital games. In order to explore this further, we conducted a day-long workshop where we invited the computer teachers and introduced them to a few digital games that they could use in their schools.
We included 5 computer games for the workshop. These games were Hangman Game, where player guesses and types the missing alphabets of an English word; Simon Game, which involves remembering musical notes and then typing out the pattern on the keyboard; Pizza Game, which is a collection of short games for children of age 3 to 7. These games test language and basic arithmetic skills; Type Shooter Game, which involves typing a sequence of letters to shoot approaching monsters. These games use spatial sounds to alert player of the approaching monsters from different directions; and Uno Game, which is an accessible digital version of classic Uno card games. We also wanted to understand teachers' exposure with games with multiple modalities and their perception about using them in the curriculum. So we decided to use Nintendo Switch mini games. Even though Nintendo games did not meet the affordability or accessibility requirements, these games provided a range of multiplayer tactile games that used handheld controllers and a modality that teachers were less familiar with. For every game in the workshop, we created a game station and appointed one person from our team as the game mediator. The role of the game mediator was to assist the teachers with game instructions and controls. For example, in Nintendo Switch games, some of the inaccessible content of the game, like the instructions and the game scores, were read aloud by the sighted game mediator. Now I'll briefly talk about the workshop itself. We conducted the games workshop following the design principles of ludic design for accessibility. This methodology advocates placing playfulness at the center of every design process. So to keep the workshop informal, interactive, and playful, we started with some fun icebreaker games where teachers and researchers interacted with each other. We encouraged the teachers to freely explore the game station, so teachers paired with each other often to play the multiplayer games, which were Nintendo Switch games, and often explored other games and played the games they were most interested in. At the end of the workshop, we all sat together and shared the fun highlights from the workshop. At the end, we also shared the 4 of the computer games from the workshop with the teachers so that they could play with the games, install the games, and play in their own time. After a week to this, we got back to the teachers and took their feedback on the games and also on what they think about using these games in the curriculum to improve digital skills of the students. Teachers seemed enthusiastic about introducing some of the workshop games to their students. They liked the games that were short, fun, and easy to learn. Apart from this, they also focused on the games that imparted curriculum-related learning and improved soft skills. For instance, 6 teachers named Hangman as one of their top 3 games in the workshop, mainly for improving English vocabulary and recall skills. Similarly, 4 teachers wanted to use Type Shooter Game to teach touch typing to their students. They also liked the Nintendo Switch mini games that use tactile feedback on interaction and said these games can help children in improving their touch sensitivity. We also discuss about such game attributes in our paper, and we list out the design implications for developing accessible digital games for use in Indian schools for the blind. Teachers in our study had made extensive plans about including digital games in the school curriculum. However, they would also require infrastructural support for the computer labs, training in digital skills, and an accessible, up-to-date curriculum starting from early grades. Please refer to our KITE 21 paper for action points for government policy makers, agencies like ASIM India, and non-profit organizations working with people who are blind and visually impaired. Thank you.